If you're like most students, you probably have a tiny active vocabulary. You know plenty of words in English, but you can't use those words in a conversation, so you have trouble expressing yourself. Let's fix that. Let's practice using some of those words in a sentence so they turn from passive to active vocabulary. In this lesson, I will ask you a lot of questions to help you practice speaking English. Please answer each question in full sentences. For example, if the question is exercise good for you? Don't say yes. That's too short and it's not going to improve your speaking. Instead, please respond with a complete sentence. You can say, yes, exercise is good for you, or yes, it's good for you. Both answers are okay. If you need more time to answer, or if you want to correct your mistakes, just pause the video. One more thing. Whenever I ask a question that contains the word you, make sure to answer with the word you as well, just like in this example. The pronoun you can be used to refer to any person in general. So, saying exercise is good for you is the same as saying exercise is good for any person in general. It's not wrong to answer, yes, exercise is good for me. But to avoid confusion about which pronoun to use, let's always use the pronoun you. Okay, let's begin our practice. First, I'm going to read you a short passage. You don't have to speak yet. Just listen carefully. A diet is all the food a person eats. Different people have different diets. For example, people who follow a vegan diet only eat plants. They don't eat animal products like meat, eggs, or milk. We call these people vegans. Having a good diet is important to your health. Without good health, you can't fully enjoy life. Here are 3 things you can do to improve your diet. First, eat more vegetables. They are an excellent source of nutrients. Second, avoid highly processed foods. These foods contain unhealthy ingredients like sugar, which can cause many health issues. Third, eat a variety of foods so you get all the essential nutrients. All right, now I'm going to read the passage again, but this time I'll ask you questions along the way so you can practice your spoken English. Are you ready? Let's get started. A diet is all the food a person eats. Is a diet all the food a person eats? Yes, a diet is all the food a person eats. Is a diet all the food you usually eat? Yes, we can say that. A diet is all the food you usually eat. If you eat meat regularly, is it part of your diet? Yes, that's correct. If you eat meat regularly, then it's part of your diet. If you eat fish quite often, is it part of your diet? Yes, that's true. If you eat fish quite often, then it's part of your diet. If you don't eat cheese, is it part of your diet? No. If you don't eat cheese, it's not part of your diet. If you never eat sushi, is it part of your diet? No, it's not. If you never eat sushi, it's not part of your diet. Tell me again, what is a diet? A diet is all the food a person eats. Different people have different diets. Is there only one type of diet? No, there isn't only one type of diet. Does everyone have the same diet? No, not everyone has the same diet. Do different people have different diets? Yes, different people have different diets. Are there many different types of diets? Yes, that's correct. There are many different types of diets. For example, people who follow a vegan diet only eat plants. They don't eat animal foods like meat, eggs, or milk. We call these people vegans. What do we call people who only eat plants? We call people who only eat plants vegans. Do we call them meat eaters? No, we don't call them meat eaters. What do we call them? We call them vegans. Do vegans eat animal products? No, vegans don't eat animal products. Do they eat food that comes from plants? Yes, they do. They eat food that comes from plants. Do they eat food that comes from animals? No, they don't eat food that comes from animals. If you're on a vegan diet, can you eat meat? No. If you're on a vegan diet, you can't eat meat. If you're on a vegan diet, can you eat vegetables? Yes. If you're on a vegan diet, you can eat vegetables. Vegetables come from plants, so it's okay to eat them. What about fruit? Can you eat fruit on a vegan diet? Yes, you can eat fruit on a vegan diet. No problem. Can you consume eggs or milk on a vegan diet? No, you can't consume eggs or milk on a vegan diet. Those things come from animals. What about beans? Is it okay to eat beans on a vegan diet? Yes, it's okay to eat beans on a vegan diet. Having a good diet is important to your health. Is having an expensive car important to your health? No, having an expensive car isn't important to your health. What is important to your health? Having a good diet is important to your health. To be healthy, is it important to have a good diet? Yes, that's true. To be healthy, it's important to have a good diet. Does your diet affect your health? Yes, your diet affects your health. Does the food you eat affect your health? Yes, the food you eat affects your health. If you have a poor diet, will you be healthy or unhealthy? Well, if you have a poor diet, you'll be unhealthy. Does a good diet make you sick? No, that's not true. A good diet doesn't make you sick. Does a good diet make you healthy? Yes, that's absolutely true. A good diet makes you healthy. Without good health, you can't fully enjoy life. Without good health, can you fully enjoy life? No, you can't. Without good health, you can't fully enjoy life. If you feel tired all the time, can you fully enjoy life? No. If you feel tired all the time, you can't fully enjoy life. If you get sick a lot, can you enjoy life to the fullest? No, of course not. If you get sick a lot, you can't enjoy life to the fullest. Does fully enjoying life require good health? Yes, it does. Fully enjoying life requires good health. Here are three things you can do to improve your diet. First, eat more vegetables. They are an excellent source of nutrients. Is water an excellent source of nutrients? No, it's not. Water is essential, but it's not an excellent source of nutrients. Are donuts an excellent source of nutrients? No, that's ridiculous. Donuts are not an excellent source of nutrients. Are vegetables or donuts an excellent source of nutrients? Vegetables are an excellent source of nutrients. Should you eat more vegetables? Yes, you should definitely eat more vegetables. Why should you eat more vegetables? Well, you should eat more vegetables because they're an excellent source of nutrients. Are vegetables low in nutrients? No, that's not correct. Vegetables aren't low in nutrients. Do vegetables provide a lot of nutrients? Yes, vegetables provide a lot of nutrients. Should you remove vegetables from your diet? Absolutely not. You shouldn't remove vegetables from your diet. Should you include more vegetables in your diet? Yes, you should include more vegetables in your diet. That's the first thing you can do to improve your diet. Second, avoid highly processed foods. These foods contain unhealthy ingredients like sugar, which can cause many health issues. Should you avoid unprocessed foods like vegetables? No, you shouldn't avoid unprocessed foods like vegetables. What kind of food should you avoid? You should avoid highly processed foods. Should you avoid foods that have been processed too much? Yes, that's exactly right. You should avoid foods that have been processed too much. Is fruit highly processed food? No, fruit isn't highly processed food. Are donuts highly processed food? Yes, donuts are definitely highly processed food. Are highly processed foods beneficial to your health? No, highly processed foods aren't beneficial to your health. Are highly processed foods beneficial or harmful to your health? Highly processed foods are harmful to your health. Is sugar a common ingredient in highly processed foods? Yes, sugar is a common ingredient in highly processed foods. Is sugar commonly found in highly processed foods? Yes, sugar is commonly found in highly processed foods. Do highly processed foods contain unhealthy ingredients? Yes, that's generally true. Highly processed foods usually contain unhealthy ingredients. Is consuming sugar good for your body? No, consuming sugar is not good for your body. Can eating too much sugar make you gain weight? Yes, eating too much sugar can make you gain weight. Can eating too much sugar cause health issues? Yes, that's true. Eating too much sugar can cause health issues. That's why you should avoid highly processed foods. These foods usually contain a lot of sugar. Third, eat a variety of foods so you get all the essential nutrients. Should you eat just one type of food? No, you shouldn't eat just one type of food. That's a bad idea. Is eating only one type of food a good idea? No, eating only one type of food isn't a good idea. Don't do it. Can you get all the essential nutrients from one type of food? No, you can't get all the essential nutrients from one type of food. Should you eat one type of food or a variety of foods? Well, you should eat a variety of foods. Why should you eat a variety of foods? You should eat a variety of foods so you get all the essential nutrients. Is consuming different types of food good for you? Yes, consuming different types of food is good for you. Should your diet include a variety of foods? Yes, your diet should include a variety of foods. If you eat many different types of food, will you get all the essential nutrients? Yes, that's true. If you eat many different types of food, you'll get all the essential nutrients. Okay, that was the last question. If you had trouble answering some of the questions, that's okay. This lesson is meant to be used multiple times, so be sure to repeat this lesson until it becomes easy for you. The more times you repeat this lesson, the better your spoken English will become. Thank you for using this lesson to improve your spoken English. I'll see you next time.